in Indonesia. The telecommunications, the energy, road system, harbor, ports, and others. So we have counted our domestic capacity in funding the investment, say less than 40%. It means to be able to mobilize capital more than 100 billion. So we need 60% of them to be fulfilled by our investors. Our partners abroad.
Your administration took the unpopular step of reducing fuel subsidies. How long will it take before these subsidies are fully phased out, and what is your plan to cut subsidies further? Can you outline that for us?
Actually, if you could follow the development of our subsidy allocation in our budget, the trend is also positive and encouraging. Remember, in 2005, we allocated around 9.7 billion for fuel subsidy out of 50 billion of our annual budget. In 2006, our annual budget is increasing to 68 billion, 33% increase. But our fuel subsidy is declining from 9.7 billion to 6.5 billion, decrease of about 32%. And we will maintain this trend. Of course, in 2007, we are still maintaining significant allocation to fuel and electricity subsidy because of the slowdown of our economy up to the double increase of the price of the fuel, and of course the weakening of purchasing power of the people. But in the years to come, I believe very strongly 2007 and beyond, in parallel with our achievement in diversifying energy sources, in making our energy use more efficient, then we could reduce systematically the ratio of the subsidy in our annual budget.
You mentioned that you want alternative fuels to fossil fuels to play a part in the energy mix in Indonesia domestically. Can we talk about your plans for nuclear fuel? Because your government is planning to build the first nuclear power plant in the country. Potentially this could be quite an unpopular measure because there are perceptions of risk and it's being regarded as a dangerous type of fuel to develop. How are you trying to assuage or placate those fears amongst your countrymen?
The study of possible development of nuclear energy is underway, and it's good because we have to always think of our future. But of course, to be understood that developing nuclear energy is facing political and social criticisms in this country. On the one hand, we have to continue our study in developing nuclear energy to fulfill the demand of energy in this country. But on the other hand, we will continue to educate our people to bring this topic into our public debate in order to be more understood by our people that it's bringing good thing for our country, for our nation.
Mr. President, your country has the highest rate of bird flu-related deaths in the world. Does this mean that your government is losing the battle against avian influenza?
No, not at all. Of course, we are continuing our effort in combating avian flu, and we'll do more. Of course, we have to think of the magnitude and the dispersance of livestock in this country. Actually, since 2004 and up to the present time, we have done a culling program for around 28 million of the livestock. We will do more. And we have allocated a certain amount of budget, quite significant, connected to our overall budget. It's around $100 million to fund this big effort in dealing with avian flu. We have given also a free Tamiflu to our citizens who are residing close to the infected areas. We continue to conduct vaccination to the livestock, and we are working closely actually with WHO, with FAO, other countries, the United States and Singapore.
It's been almost 2 years, Mr. President, after the deadly 2004 tsunami which struck your country as well as a number of other countries across the Indian Ocean. If there is a repeat, God forbid that there is, if there is a repeat of that natural disaster, how well prepared is your country in terms of warning the people who live in the areas which could be affected, the coastal areas in particular?
I could say actually there is a progress. There is a better preparations on our side in facing a disaster such as tsunami. If we compare what we have done during Aceh tsunami, Nia tsunami, with other tsunami, including the latest one in the southern part of Java, we will continue to improve our system to install better and reliable equipment, rewarning system for tsunami by having cooperation with other countries, because we need significant fund and technology to build and to install the instrument. We continuously train and educate our people in dealing with this disaster, and of course we have allocated also a certain amount of fund to improve the readiness, to improve the capacity, not only equipment, but also management of the regional government in dealing with the tsunami. So I believe very strongly we are having a better preparation in anticipating and in dealing with such kind of disasters.
This is the CNBC conversation with Indonesian President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. I'm Sri Jagaraja. We'll be back after this short break. Stay with us.